Hi guys! Welcome to my channel. Good day sa inyo. So today, we'll discuss exact value of circular functions. So bago ang lahat, kayo ba ay senior high school students na naghahanap ng Tagalog lessons about mathematics? Kung yun ang hanap mo, subscribe ka na sa channel ko. Naggagawa ako ng mga Tagalog lessons about mathematics. And then, click mo na rin yung notification bell para updated ka kapag may bagong uploaded lessons. Let us begin about exact values of circular functions. So, in finding exact values of circular function, you need to consider the unit circle. Unit circle ang pinag-uusapan natin dyan. Need to consider a unit circle. So, consider natin tong given figure na to. Yan. Wherein, since unit circle siya, radius niya is 1. So, dapat consider natin yan, yung unit circle. At the same time, yung mabubuo nating given angle theta dun sa loob ng circle, yung mabubuo nating triangle, kapag nag-form tayo ng given angle, and then naglagay tayo ng vertical line parallel dun sa y-axis, makakabuo tayo ng triangle. Yung mabubuo natin triangle, yun na dapat consider natin in finding the exact value of a circular functions. So, ano yung second thing na dapat natin consider? So, eto, alam ko, tinuro sa inyo ng grade, ewan ko kung anong grade, pero sa junior high school yun, which is the SOHCAHTOA. So, ano ba yung SOHCAHTOA na yan? Si circular functions kasi, meron tayong 6 circular functions such as sine, cosine, tangent, cosecant, secant, and cotangent. So, sa SOHCAHTOA means sine over is equal to opposite over the hypotenuse. Yun so. Ka means cosine is equal to adjacent over the hypotenuse. And then tangent or TOA is the tangent is equal to opposite over adjacent. And then yung sunod na mga functions, kasi anim yung circular functions natin, yung sumunod na mga functions, that is the reciprocal functions of the first 3 functions. So first, the reciprocal of sine, that is cosecant, which is, kung ang sine ay opposite over hypotenuse, the cosecant is the hypotenuse over the opposite. So yung cosine naman, ang reciprocal functions niya is secant, secant functions, which is hypotenuse over the adjacent. And then for tangent, the reciprocal niya is the cotangent theta, which is the adjacent over the opposite. So, in terms naman sa circular functions, kasi inaanap natin yung exact values niyan. So, we need to consider this and yung mga to. So, given theta, ito yung theta natin. Yan, given theta. So, for determining the sine, kailangan natin i-consider yung opposite, di ba? Kasi opposite over the hypotenuse. Since unit circle ang pinag-uusapan natin, the hypotenuse will always equal to 1. Yan. Magiging 1 yung hypotenuse natin. So, to determine the sine, that is the opposite, which is y over the hypotenuse. That is y over the hypotenuse. Ayan. Sine theta is equal to y over the hypotenuse, which is y over 1. So, any number multiplied by 1, that is the same. Kung ano yung given number. So, therefore, since ang given natin is variable y, so y divided by 1, that will become y. So, ibig sabihin, sine will always be y coordinates. Alin man dun sa unit circle, alin man given points dun, when we determine the value of sine theta, ang binibigay sa atin yung y coordinates. Based dun sa definitions na opposite over the hypotenuse, which is y over 1 under unit circle. How about the cosine? Cosine is adjacent. Adjacent. So, kung ito yung given theta, the adjacent is x over the hypotenuse, which is 1. So, that is x over 1. So, cosine theta is equal to x over 1, which is, that is, cosine theta is equal to x. So, whenever we determine the value of cosine, ang nakukuha natin value or na-generate natin value is the x coordinates under unit circle. Yun talaga siya. Under unit circle, yung yung value na nakukuha natin doon, let's say cosine 30, ay ibibigay sa atin the x coordinate lagi. For sine, the y coordinates. They proceed na tayo. How about the tangent? Tangent theta is, kung ito yung given theta, that is the opposite, which is y over the adjacent. Tangent theta is the y over x. The y coordinates over the x coordinate, yun yung laging makukuha natin. So, to determine the exact value. How about the cosecant theta? Cosecant theta is the inverse function of sine theta, which is hypotenuse over opposite. So, hypotenuse natin, since unit circle ang pinag-uusapan natin, that is 1. 1 over the opposite, which is y. Kabaliktaran nito. Reverse niyan. So, that is 1 over y. And then for secant, since kabaliktaran siya ng x, the hypotenuse over the adjacent, so that is secant theta is 1 over x. Then cotangent, kabaliktaran siya nitong tangent. So kung y over x ang tangent, so therefore cotangent theta is x over y. Ayan. So tandaan nyo yan ha. Kasi ang pag-uusapan lang natin, if given theta or given theta, alamin lang naman natin yung given coordinates ng theta. So, ilolocate natin yung coordinates ng theta. Then, apply natin yung. Kasi, the ordered pairs will serve as x and y. And then, let's say, hinanap mo yung value ng sine. So, the y coordinates is the sine. Then, if you determine the value of, you want to determine the value of cotangent. So, yung coordinates ng x over the coordinates ng y. Ayun. So, kung, gusto nyo malaman kung ano yung exact coordinates ng bawat isa ng given angle theta, meron akong separate video. Diniscuss ko yun under unit circle. Panoorin nyo yung video na yun para at least meron kayong background para dito. So, yan. So, proceed tayo dun sa given example. So, for example number 1, sample problem number. Find the exact value of the 6 circular functions of a quadrantal angle theta is equal to 3 pi over 2. Quadrantal angle, so 3 pi over 2. Alamin muna natin. So first thing to do, at angle 3 pi over 2, kailangan nating i-determine ano nga ba yung coordinates ng 3 pi over 2. So diniscuss ko yan. That is a special type of angle dun sa previous video ko, which is under siya ng quadrant angles. Nandun siya sa pangatlo, di ba, na quadrant angles natin, dividing quadrant 3 and quadrant 4. That is angle 270 degrees, di ba? In terms sa angle, that is 270 degrees. Under 270 degrees, ang kailangan natin hindi yung degree, ang kailangan natin yung coordinates. Ano bang coordinates doon? That is 0 ang x kasi along negative y coordinates, that is 0. Ang y natin, since along the coordinates siya and unit circle ang pinag-usapan natin, 0 and negative 1. So that will be the coordinates netong 3 pi over 2. So ang inaalam natin, ano yung 6 values o exact values ng 6 circular functions netong angle theta 3 pi over 2. So, alamin natin yung isa-isang yan. Wherein, di ba, sine is equal to y, which is yung nga yung in-analyze natin kanina. So, ano ba yung y coordinates natin? So, at sine, so therefore, at sine 3 pi over 2, that is equivalent sa, ano ba yung y coordinates natin? That is equivalent sa negative 1. Yan yung value natin for sine 3 pi over 2. How about the cosine? Cosine 3 pi over 2. Cosine 3 pi over 2, that is the x coordinate. Ano ba x coordinate natin? That is 0. Diba? Sinusundan lang natin yung given formula. How about the tangent? Tangent 3 pi over 2, that is equal to y over x, wherein y natin is negative 1 over x is 0. So any number multiplied by divided by 0 is undefined. So, dapat this is undefined. Undefined yan. So, this is undefined. Remember yan ha. Any number divided by 0 is undefined. So, therefore, at tangent 3 pi over 2, the value of tangent is undefined. Kung ayaw nyo maniwala, type nyo doon sa calculator nyo, tangent 270 degrees, press equal sign, that is math error. Kasi nga, undefined yun. That is a negative 1 divided by 0. A number divided by 0. That will always result is negative 1. Next, let us proceed. How about yung tatlo pa lang nakukuha natin? For sine, that is negative 1. For cosine, that is 0. For tangent, that is undefined. How about cosecant? Cosecant 3 pi over 2. Cosecant 3 pi over 2. So that is 1 over y coordinates natin. Ang y coordinates natin is negative 1. 1 divided by negative 1, that is negative 1. So at 270 degrees, the cosecant theta, or the cosecant 3 pi over 2, that is negative 1. Next, secant 3 pi over 2. Secant 3 pi over 2, that is 1, and then the x coordinate, which is 0. Since 0 yan, 1, any number divided by 0 is also undefined. Undefined to at secant. Secant. How about the cotangent? Cotangent is x over y. So cotangent 3 pi over 2. So that is x, which is, anong x natin? 0 divided by negative 1. So 0 divided by negative 1, that is 0. So at cotangent 3 pi over 2, that is 0. Ayan yung 6, ano natin? Ayan yung 6 exact values for 3 pi over 2. Okay? So, next example. Tingnan natin next example natin. Next example natin, create a table of values for angles 30 degrees, 45 degrees, and 60 degrees, determining the exact values of 6 circular functions. So, gagawa tayo ng table na meron tayong 6 circular functions in each for 30, 45, and 60 degrees. Tingnan natin. So, unang gagawin natin, locate natin yung coordinates ng 30, which is, that is square root of 3 over 2 and 1/2. So, kung paano nakuha itong coordinates na to, again, meron na akong video about unit circle. Tingnan nyo doon, panoorin nyo doon kung bago lang kayo dito sa channel ko. So, yung mga, most of the, subscriber and yung mga nanonood dito, at napanood nila yon, alam nila yung kung paano kuhain yan. Ayan. So, ang goal kasi natin dito is determining itong mga to. Ayan. So, since ito, linagay ko na yung formula. For sine 30 muna tayo. For 30 degrees. Tuplituhin muna natin. For 30 degrees, ang hinihingi lang naman, so sine 30, that is the y, which is equal to, ano bang y coordinates natin? 1/2, tama? So, this is 1/2. For sine 30. Next, cosine 30. Cosine 30, that is equivalent sa x coordinate, which is square root of 3 over 2. Ayan. Next natin, tangent. Tangent 30. Ayan, medyo malaki yung ano natin. So, that is y coordinates natin, which is 1/2. 1/2 over square root of 3 over 2. Ayan. All over square root of 3 over 2. So, ang dami na nanyang fractions, no? So, ganyan lang naman yung nakikita nyo. Ang gagawin nyo lang, yung both denominator, since the same yung both denominator, cancel nyo na yan. Not all the time, ganyan ang nangyayari, ha? Basta, napansin niyo parehas yung denominator ng dalawang number, cancel nyo na yun. So, cancel natin yan. Ang matitira is, for tangent 30, that is 1 over square root of 3. Since, hindi nga pwedeng meron tayong denominator na square root of 3, we need to rationalize. So, by multiplying square root of 3 over square root of 3. So, final answer natin, that is square root of 3 over 3. Ayan. Square root of 3 over 3. So, that will be our tangent 30 degrees. How about cosecant 30 degrees? Cosecant 30 degrees, that is 1 over y. So, 1 divided by 1/2. Tama? Since whole number na yun nandun sa taas, di kailangan natin kunin. Pag nagdi-divide naman tayo ng fraction, di ba, we need to get the reciprocal of the denominator. Then, magiging multiplications na yung operation natin. So, that will become 1 times reciprocal niyan or kabaliktaran niyan, i-reverse natin. So, that is 2 over 1. Yeah. So, 1 multiplied by 2, that is 2. 2 divided by 1, that is 2. So, therefore, at cosecant 30 degrees, that is 2. And then, sa secant, hangin for ka na mga values natin na nakuha. Next is for secant 30 degrees. Secant 30 degrees. So, that is 1 over square root of 3 over 2. Square root of 3 over 2. Same thing ang gagawin natin. Kunin natin yung reciprocal niya. So, that is 1 times 2 over square root of 3. So, any number multiplied by 1, still square root of 2 square root of 3. So, yung 2 square root of 3, since square root yung nasa ilalim, kailangan natin mag-multiply ng square root of 3 over square root of 3. So, that is, final answer natin dyan, that is 2 square root of 3 all over 3. For secant 30 degrees. How about for cotangent 30 degrees? Cotangent 30 degrees, that is x over y. Tama? So, that is square root of 3 over 2 all over 1/2. Since fraction siya, dalawang fraction siya na wherein parehas ang denominator nila, so cancel mo na lang yon. Ang natira mo, square root of 3 over 1. Oh, so any number divided by 1, that is still the same. So therefore, this is square root of 3. So yan yung mga values for 30 degrees. Ang kailangan doon sa given problem, 45, 30, 45, and 60. 30 pa lang ang nakukuha natin. So proceed tayo doon sa 45 degrees. Doon naman tayo sa 45 degrees. So, coordinates for 45 degrees, that is square root of 2 over 2 and square root of 2 over 2. And again, nandun yan sa previous video ko, which is unit circle. Panoorin nyo yun para ma-determine nyo. So, for sine 45 degrees, that is sine 45 degrees. So, that is square root of 2 over 2. Next is for cosine 45 degrees, that is also square root of 2 over 2. Nangyari lang na pareho sila, kaya pero ang kinukuha ko doon for sine, that is the y coordinate. For cosine, that is the x coordinate. So tangent 45 degrees, that is square root of 2, which is y natin over 2, divided by square root of 2 over 2. So, di ba, a number divided by exactly itself is, that is always 1. So, kung mapapansin nyo, square root of 2 is the same as square root of 2 over 2. So, since pareho sila, so that is 1 for tangent 45 degrees. How about sa cosecant 45 degrees? So, that is 1 over square root of 2 over 2. Since kukunin natin yung rational reciprocal niyan, that is 1, tama, 1 din yung nasa taas, so kahit di na natin ilagay yan, ito na lang ang lagay natin. So that is 2 over square root of 2. Since dapat hindi siya nandiyan sa denominator. So by rationalizing, so multiply natin sa square root of 2 over square root of 2. So that will become 2 square root of 2 all over 2. Cancelled natin yung 2. So therefore at cosecant 45 degrees, that is equals to square root of 2. Since equal yan, yung same lang yung value natin, so at secant 45 degrees, that is also 1 over square root of 2 over 2, which is parehas sila dito. So parehas lang rin yung magiging value natin dyan, that is square root of 2. Next, for cotangent 45 degrees, that is square root of 2 over 2 all over square root of 2 over 2. Since parehas na rin sila, that is also equal to 1. So yun yung mga values. For 45, sin 45, that is square root of 2 over 2. Cosine 45, that is square root of 2 over 2. Tangent, that is 1. Cosecant 45, that is square root of 2. Secant 45, that is square root of 2. And cotangent 45, that is 1. Ayan ha. So check na tayo dito sa 30 degrees. Check na tayo sa 45 degrees. Proceed na tayo dun sa 60 degrees. For 60 degrees, ang coordinates natin doon ay kabaliktaran lang ng 30. 1/2 and square root of 3 over 2. So therefore, kung ano yung mga sagot natin doon sa 30 degrees, magbabaliktad lang, magpapalit yung sign, yung nakuha nating sign doon, that will be cosine. At ang nakuha nating cosine dun sa 30 degrees, magiging sine. The same sa tangent at cotangent. The same sa cosecant at secant. So, sine 60 degrees. Ayan. Baliktaran lang yan. So, much better, post natin sa video, then compute ninyo. Tingnan natin kung magiging baliktad nga ba o baliktaran nga ba yung values niyan. Since baliktaran yung coordinates nila. So, bawat isang yan. Tingnan natin ha. So, I think
a few moments later.
Okay. Tingnan natin. For 60 degrees, that is equal to square root of 3 over 2. Which is 30 degrees, yung cosine 30 degrees, that is square root of 2 over 2. Tama? Dito, nagkapalit sila. Sa 30 degrees kasi, ang 1/2, that is sine 30. Tama? Ayan, nagkapalit sila. Tingnan natin sa tangent. Sa tangent, ang naging values ko for tangent, that is square root of, this is square root of 3 over 2 divided by 1/2. So parehas yung 2 nila, so that is square root of 2. Square root of 3. Yung mga values. How about for 60? That is 1 over y. So that is 1 divided by square root of 3 over 2. So by rationalizing and then by reciprocal, then rationalizing, so that is 2 square root of 3 over 3. Which is, ito yung value ng secant. Ito yung value ng secant dun sa secant 30. So at secant 60, that is 1 over 1/2. 1 over 1/2. So reciprocal, that is 2. That is 2. And then for cotangent, that is 1/2 over square root of 3 over 2. Cancel natin yan. Matitira 1 over square root of 3. By rationalizing, so magiging square root of 3 over 3. Yan. So yun yung mga values, baliktaran lang sila. So kung kinopya nyo yung for 30 degrees, makikita nyo yan. Tingnan natin sa summary table. Ayan, wala tayong summary table. Tingnan nyo, kung makapansin nyo, kasi since baliktaran sila, yung sine dito, cosine dito. At yung cosine dito sa 30, sine dito sa 60. Yung tangent dito, cotangent siya sa 60. At yung cotangent dito, tangent siya dun sa 60. Ayan, baliktaran sila. Ayan. Kung yung cosecant dito, secant siya dito. Kasi baliktaran lang yung coordinates nila. Okay, so ito yung summary table since kailangan create a table daw. Table of values for angles 30 degrees, 45, and 60 degrees. So ito yung 6 circular functions na exact values ng mga yan. Ng mga given angle na yan. So next, sample problem number 3. Find the exact value of 4 cosine 390 degrees. So sa ganyan, sa pag-evaluate lang ng ganyang given problem, kailangan nyo munang i-determine lagi is the coordinate ng given angle. So, ang given angle natin, theta natin dyan is 390 degrees. So, sa standard na unit circle, wala naman tayong ginigay na coordinates sa 390 degrees. Kasi hanggang pinakapataas natin doon is 360 degrees. So, para makuha mo yun, i-reduce mo siya, i-reduce mo yung given angle, hanapin mo yung coterminal angle niya na less than 360. So, para makuha yun, di mag-reduce ka muna, mag-subtract ka ng 360 degrees. So, coterminal angle of 390 degrees is 30 degrees. Wherein, the coordinates for 30 degrees, that is square root of 3 over 2 and 1/2. So, therefore, the coordinates of 390 degrees, since coterminal sila, is also square root of 3 over 2 and 1/2. Yun din yung coordinates nila. So, alam na natin yung coordinates, di pwede na natin apply ito. Ano nga ba ang cosine? Cosine theta is equal to x. Tama? Cosine theta is equal to x. So, ano ba yung x coordinate natin? That is square root of 3 over 2. So, at 4 cosine 390 degrees. Cosine 390 degrees is square root of 3 over 2. So that is 4 times square root of 3. And that is equal to 4 times square root of 3 over 2. So, multiply natin doon sa numerator. So that will become 4 times 4 square root of 3 all over 2. Simplify natin siya. That will become 2 square root of 3. So this is the answer. So the exact value of 4 cosine, therefore the exact value of cosine 390 degrees is 2 square root of 3. Okay? So, that ends our discussion. So, yung mga given problem. Kailangan lang alam natin yung, so, di sabihin, kailangan kabisado natin yung, the idea of, SOHCAHTOA, yung ani, yung baliktaran niyan. Then, considering na nandun siya sa unit circle with a radius of 1, since unit circle siya. So, all over, lagi yung hypotenuse natin is 1, para makuha yung values. O kaya refer na lang kayo dun sa mga formulas na binigay ko, 6 lang naman yun na dapat yung kabisaduhin. And then, kailangan alam nyo rin yung pag-determine ng coordinates ng given angle. So, yun, pwede rin ikabisaduhin nyo yun yung nasa unit circle. O kaya, refer kayo dun sa video ko. Meron dun technique para kabisaduhin siya na mas mabilis. Okay. That ends our discussion. So, thank you for watching. Bye!